Hey guys, what is up? It is Ben again, and I am growing out my hair again. So it has been about 4 years since I cut my hair. As you all know, or if you're new, maybe you don't know, I grew it out for about a year and a half. It was quite long. I don't regret my decision. At that time, short hair was what I wanted, and I've had short hair for the last about 4 years, and I've enjoyed it. But for probably the same reason that I cut it to begin with, I'm growing it out again. I'm just ready for something different. Um, Although it's not that different, this will be the third time that I'm growing it out. So here I am, 28 years old, married, actually just had a beautiful baby girl. I have a corporate job and I'm growing out my hair again. A lot of these life factors contribute to men not wanting to grow their hair out. So I'm hoping now that I've been through this a few times and doing it again, I can share my experiences, the difficulties that I've had and will have, and help men not be too concerned about growing their hair because I do think it's something that all guys should try at least once. So this is what I started from. It is a just normal crew cut. It is basically the haircut that I was wearing for the last 4 years until I started growing it out again. And as you can see, it's pretty short. So I'm hitting every single awkward stage along the way. And if you have grown your hair out before or you're growing your hair out right now, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. I sometimes get asked why I'm growing my hair out again. And honestly, I don't have some huge motivational reason. Like I mentioned before, it's kind of the same reason I cut it 4 years ago, which is just that I wanted something different. Long hair provides a lot of different styling options, especially once it's really long and you can fully tie it up in a man bun, tie it halfway up, and there's a lot of styles you can wear just with your hair down. So I've decided to commit to the process one more time. Fast forward about 7 or 8 months. I'm actually not exactly sure when I got my last haircut, but it's been about that long, and that's where I'm at right now. It's definitely longer, I would say. I definitely have longer hair, but I feel like I'm in an awkward stage. The hardest part for me, having done it a few times now, is not actually waiting for the hair to grow. It's trying to manage all the in between stages because you actually go through a lot of different phases of hair growth and you have to transition how you style your hair throughout that, especially if you find yourself in more formal settings. Recently, I actually had two weddings that I went to. I had a great time, but I really had to plan out how I was going to style my hair, especially because my hair doesn't like to play nicely with product that is supposed to hold it in place. Again, having done it a few times, I've learned a few tricks. I think I was able to figure it out. And that's something that I'm hoping to create some more videos about what to do when you're in these in between stages, things you can look for, products you can look for. And I hope to make that video soon. Let me know if you want to see that. I do also have a corporate job, so I like to be presentable, as I'm sure we all do. Luckily, I do work remote, so it's not a daily thing. I am on camera relatively frequently, so I do have to put in some effort to make sure I don't look messy or unprofessional. And I'm sure that's a big reason why a lot of men don't want to grow out their hair is because they will have to deal with that process, especially if they're in office a lot in a formal setting. But I can assure you, as you grow your hair longer and longer, it actually becomes easier to maintain that formal professional look, especially once you're able to tie it back. That is a very easy way to keep it professional. And like I said, when you're in those in between phases, I'm happy to make a video about ways you can style it and little tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. But again, those times will pass, I assure you. You just got to push through them. So this video really was just to update everyone and say I'm back essentially, and that I'll be making more videos, not just the updates. So if you have any particular things that you want to see outside of that as it relates to men's hair or even lifestyle things, definitely let me know. And if you are currently growing your hair out, let me know in the comments how long you've been growing it out for and what sort of stage you're in right now. And if you're like me and you've been through the process before or you have long hair right now, maybe chime in what sort of has been the hardest stage for you and provide some advice for guys who are going through that process right now. I think it'd be great to sort of really cultivate a community of guys who are looking to grow their hair out and just provide some positivity around it. Guys sometimes get comments, negative comments about growing their hair out or having long hair. So we could create sort of a community of positivity, that'd be really great. I am planning to continue to document the journey. I will still have my, monthly updates. I'll share what's working, what isn't working, and hopefully try to get some of you guys to persevere through these awkward months. So thank you all for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you'd like, and I will see you in the next one.